How was school?
It was okay. We went on a gardening field trip.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah, we learned about greenhouses and tomatoes, and how potatoes grow underground, and how we eat food from all over the world. Oranges from Florida, avocados from Mexico, vanilla from Madagascar, and how long food takes to get to us, you wouldn't believe.
You don't say.
Just guess, Grandma. Guess how old an apple usually is when you buy it at the store.
Well, let me think. 2 days? A week?
Nope. Guess again.
You know I don't like guessing games. Tell me.
The average supermarket apple in the United States is more than 12 months old, Grandma.
That young man is a load of rubbish. Schools these days. I want to talk to your teacher. Let's go. What nonsense are you teaching my grandson? I've been picking apples from my backyard since the Great Depression.
Micah, is this your grandmother?
Feeding these children lies. How dare you?
Yep.
It's so nice to meet you, Mrs. Parker.
My grandson here says you told him apples are a year old by the time we buy them at the supermarket.
It's true, Mrs. Parker. With technology and globalization, apples are often kept for months before they reach the store.
Told you, Grandma. It's because of globalization.
The apple season only lasts a few months, but there is a consumer demand for it all year long all over the world. So the food industry uses wax coating, refrigeration, and low humidity so that apples can often be stored for a year before they're bought at the store. This also means they can ship apples all over the world.
But why? Why not grow it here like in the good old days?
Well, you're right that locally grown foods have great advantages. They're often nutritionally superior. Many people say they taste better. And locally grown foods don't need to be transported very far, so that reduces their carbon footprint.
Yes, exactly right. Now you're talking.
But in some parts of the world, people have very limited access to seasonal fruits and vegetables. So having fruits and vegetables from other regions can be a big help.
Okay, I see your point. As long as you teach them that eating with the seasons is best if it's possible.
Agreed. What other take-home messages should we be giving the children, Mrs. Parker?
Dear, I would say the main message hasn't changed since I was in school. Do the best you can with the resources that are available to you. If you can get locally grown fruit and veggies, those are the best you can do for your health and our planet. Plus, you'll be supporting local farmers in your region. But eating any fruits and vegetables that you have access to is better than eating none at all.
And eat a rainbow, right, Grandma? That's the other thing you always tell me.
Yes, that's right. Eating many different colors of fruit and veggies gives your body a rainbow of nutrition.
Slow down, I'm taking notes, Mrs. Parker. You're not giving me a quiz now, are you?